We are joined by the mixed flick chick, Kelly Gingery. Good morning, Kelly.
Good morning, Mark.
Here to talk about two of the summer's biggest movies, Harry Potter
Yes.
and Bruno.
And yes, and I don't know if I like saying Harry and Bruno in the same sentence. It brings back a bad flashback from the movie.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's talk about Harry Potter because that
Sure.
opened, they started doing midnight showings. You saw a sneak preview of Harry Potter.
I did on Monday night.
Okay, so let's hear it.
Well, I'm wild about Harry.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if Harry's wild about me, but he likes everybody going to his movie because,
Yeah.
hey,
Well, then he should be very happy.
he's happy. Harry
I saw,
is happy.
like on the news, I saw all the people there at midnight.
Oh,
I saw
yeah.
the capes and the hair.
Capes.
And the, yeah, so.
Capes and wands
Yeah.
and lightning bolts on their forehead.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
really good. Okay.
It's probably fun to go just to watch the crowd.
Yes, because people do that for Star Wars.
Yeah.
They kind of dress up. That makes it an experience.
Sure.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
But I want to tell you something.
Uh-huh.
You and me,
Yeah.
we're muggles.
What is a muggle?
A muggle is a non-magical person
That's true.
in Harry's world. Because Harry's a wizard.
Oh, right. Okay.
There's wizards and all these crazy things, but we're a muggle. My friend who's a Potterhead, Cheryl, told me I'm a muggle. So I have
feel
on
like
my muggle
we're
shirt.
talking in this special fancy language.
Yes.
It's like when my daughters tell me about Twilight and they try to explain it, you're like, okay.
Because people, they started going to zone.
So you go to Harry Potter and you go into this whole other world.
Yes.
That's part of the fun.
And it's the books, first of all,
Right.
which people got addicted to, and that makes sense. They're great. And then the movies. And so these people, they're fervent about this, and I can see why, because like I mentioned, or maybe I told you off the air, I've never read one of the books,
Right.
and I had never seen one of the previous 5 movies, and it's standalone. This movie is great.
Okay.
This is a great movie, and I understand why they're addicted. It's suspenseful. It's got a love story in it. It's scary. It's action. They know what they're doing,
Right.
And so I would recommend, if you are not a Potterhead, if you are not a Harry file, whatever
Right.
you want to say, you will
Check
get
it out.
You will get it,
Okay.
But beware. Do not let anyone say, let me find it here. There are spells that you need to know.
Oh.
And there's one specific for you, Mark, but
Okay.
you don't want to hear this. Avada Kedavra. If you hear that, you run.
Okay.
You run, because
Avada?
that is Avada Kedavra.
Well,
Because
stop it.
that kills a person instantaneously.
Oh, jeez.
And it's called the killing curse. You don't want that.
Okay.
But you also don't want this one for you. It's the babbling curse. Someone puts that on you because it says it causes the victim to speak incoherently. And for a DJ,
Yeah.
that's not good.
Somebody already put that spell on me.
No.
So go see Harry Potter.
Yes.
It's a good one. Good use of your money. Your movie money this summer.
Oh, definitely. It's
Okay.
fun. It's definitely fun. Even if you don't know what the heck is going on.
Okay. All right. Now Bruno opened last week or last weekend,
It did.
and they didn't do a sneak preview screening, but you saw it, and that was #1 at the box office over
Yes.
the past weekend. So tell us about Bruno.
Okay. Number 1.
Mm-hmm.
How this movie ever got an R rating. I am shocked. It is I'm like,
NC-17.
oh my goodness. Bruno is a little wacky, as you know, and you've probably seen him. He's been promoting this all over the place.
Or in the
Sacha
words of my 8-year-old, Bruno is a lot naked.
Yes. Yeah, Your 8-year-old got it. Very well.
Bruno and my 8-year-old like their naked time.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh, Bruno likes it. He's very comfortable with his body.
Okay.
I'll say that. Sasha,
to the rest of our discomfort.
yes, there are some very, very funny parts.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now I saw it with a packed audience on Friday night, and everybody laughed.
Yeah.
There are parts that you go, oh, similar to The Hangover. Do you remember when I told you about The Hangover and I
Right.
said I went, oh, but then you
Kind of
laughed.
cringe-worthy.
That's exactly
Yeah,
it.
okay.
Cringeworthy.
Okay, but in a good way, kind of.
In a good way.
If that's possible.
It is. You know what? I'm going to be honest. I liked Borat better.
Okay.
And I think because he's maybe some of his one-note things are getting a little old.
Right.
But there are a couple bits in there that are so funny, like when he does the fashion stuff, because he's supposed to be a fashion reporter,
Okay.
and he goes to the runway in like Milan or something, and making fun of fashion people. That's like shooting fish in a barrel. He's talking to one model, and he's like, "But you have to walk and wear the clothes," and she's like, "I know, it's so hard."
And they're not in on it.
No!
Okay.
And he does something with Paula Abdul, too.
Oh, nice.
Totally, punks her.
Okay, good.
So I would recommend it if you have, you know, if you are willing to maybe cover your eyes a few times if you're kind of squeamish. But it's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny.
What about, is this like, I can remember when I was a kid and, you know, my dad would have us on the weekends and he wouldn't know what to do with us, so we'd go to the movie. And there would be, I'm trying to think of a, you know, this is not a movie to take your 13-year-old to, maybe. Because you'll both be embarrassed for each other and yourself.
Here's the deal. 13-year-olds want to see this movie.
Right, sure.
That's the problem.
Yeah, right.
But you don't want to see it with them.
With them. Right.
So maybe you find someone to do.
This might be more of a date movie.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. I don't know. I just mean, Bruno, woo.
So lots of moments where you go, oh, he didn't just do that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
But like I said,
like
there's
that.
some, and when he gets the normal people and kind of punks them, and there's some parents that he asks them if their kids will be in a photo shoot, babies, and he says these outrageous things like, "Will your baby be willing to lose 10 pounds?"
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah. And you're looking like, are these people serious?
Right.
And they are.
Good.
You know, they're crazy. So, like I said, out of an hour and a half movie, you know, a few covering your eyes moments, I guess, is worth a laugh.
Okay.
You know.
So thumbs ups.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. So Harry Potter and Bruno, go check them out. Thank you, Kelly.
Oh, you're welcome.
We
Mark.
podcast the Mix Flick Chicks reviews. You can go to mymix1079.com and check them out.
Yeah.
And we will talk to you Tuesday for a new week's worth of DVD releases.
You got it.
Kelly Gingery, the Mix Flick Chick, at 8:17 on the new Mix 1079. 80s, 90s now. All right.
And did it skim?
It scanned. Keep my sign.
Yeah. On the back of I think it was on the back of Harry Potter or something. I was printing out my words.
Well, good job. That's great.
I knew you were trying to wrap me up on Harry. I was like I had all these things in my brain that I wanted to fit in.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we were doing two, so
Yes.
I kind of wanted
No.
to...
Sometimes just go like this.
When Daddy Wags, when I used to work mornings next time, he's like, you know, everyone say you don't have to go like that.
Like they do in TV, right? You see him on the camera like,
Yeah.
cut, you're talking too much.